turn into strong, moral adults. There will be no more Ireland. That's what this is about. Passing this country down to the next generation intact in the way that it was left to us by our parents and grandparents. We have a duty to them. And what went on in the time that many of us were growing up, especially in boys' schools, was a sin and a stain on our history. But those of us who have become more informed about those years, those dark years, we know now that that was communism. Communism infiltrating the monasteries, Freemasons infiltrating the monasteries. Gearóid is the expert on that. And that is why we have this legacy of child sexual abuse. Because the Catholic Church was infiltrated by paedophile communists who were determined to turn it upside down and destroy everything that was great about it. But I am sick and tired of the attacks on the faith that I hold dear. I am tired of it. I, like many Irish women, had a wonderful experience of Catholicism growing up. It was probably the best thing about our childhoods. We were educated by brilliant women, brilliant nuns who were strong, who protected us from immorality, the stuff that they spew out every single day. They taught us how to be decent women, how to be good mothers, how to be strong patriots, and they are not responsible for the crimes that they have been accused of. No evidence. Tuam is a lie and a hoax. It is a lie and a hoax, and next week I'm going to have an expert here, an expert on the so-called Holocaust, I think RTE called it. How dare they? The same twisted organisation that this week wrote an article.
The so-called Holocaust. Why did you put that down and you have a little talk with a real American Jew? She better not be talking about my Holocaust. You've taken over my
Excuse me, I am talking about Tuam.
Do you know how to listen? Do you know what's the microphone? I want her off your street.
No, freedom of speech.
This woman wants me to leave.
Get on the microphone.
I wasn't. She's American. Do you want me to leave?
I didn't say you went to them. I said you went to them for you. You said you wanted
Give her the microphone.
Of course you were. And so was she. And so was she in town to be here. She never said anything about no Holocaust. If you'd have waited, you would have had to listen. If you waited,
She's going to lie on you then, so.
if you have nothing to say, go away.
Okay, that woman wants me off the streets. But of my city, I don't think she's from Dublin. She's American. This is my city. I grew up the road. I went to school up the road. She, as she walks off, has just told me to get out of my city. She is a guest in our country. A guest. This is what is happening, people. This is an example of this is the reason we stand here. This is the reason. For too long, outsiders have been telling us how to run our affairs in this country. For too long. Now, as Gearóid said, we got rid of the crown. We got rid of the British Empire, the most powerful. Well, look, some people would say we didn't. Certainly it is the case that Sinn Féin and the IRA are just a wing of MI5. We've all learned that now. We know that. The IRA, the greatest traitors ever to darken Irish history. Ever. Where are they now when we need them?
Hiding!
Nowhere. Nowhere to be seen. Where is Sinn Féin today? Marching in a perverse rainbow parade where children are subjected to men walking around with everything exposed. That is what Sinn Féin is doing today, flying the rainbow flag out of their offices when there is only one flag that should be flying outside the doors of every political party in this land. This one here. But we are going to reclaim it. I'm calling out on Martin Boyle. Is Martin Boylan here? Is Martin here? He was here earlier. Maybe he's headed off. Well, we were talking about the Tuam Holocaust. I think she was triggered by the word Holocaust, but you know, the media referred to Tuam as the Holocaust. Now, we know that Tuam, that the children were buried with dignity. There were headstones, but they were bulldozed over by Galway County Council. Those children were not buried in a septic tank. So this is like Savita, the big lie that was inflicted on the Irish people to introduce abortion. That's what it was. This week RTE had an article promoting pornography. They actually said that the shame around pornography should be removed for young people. Young people, and they're talking about children, should not feel shame when they look at pornography. This is how sick these people are. This is how sick the perverts in RTE are. And we're going to be having a lot of protests. None of us want to protest. It's not in, you know, a Soros shill journalist, in inverted commas, from the Sunday Business Post rang me yesterday. And he said, Gemma, you've hardly any support. And I said to him, I'm not in this to be popular, I'm in it to save my country. And the men and women, I mean, if I was in it to be popular, I wouldn't be here now, would I? Having lunatics like her attack me 100 times a day. But that just keeps falling. The poor proclamation has been through so much, but it had a lovely frame last week. It was perfect, and it fell and smashed when we put holy water at the doors there. We don't know, was it the devil getting angry with us? But it's going to be, it'll be torn and stained, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's still beautiful. The words of it, every word of it is important. We're going to read it afterwards. But this journalist said to me, you've hardly any support. You know, and journalists today, it's a popularity competition. It's the herd. Stick with the herd. Don't have independent thoughts. Don't hear both sides. Just you're part of the sheeple. And that's what they are. And you know, he called me a conspiracy theorist, of course, and in relation to George Soros, because he's writing a piece for tomorrow for that rag, the Sunday Business Post, which is highly globalist. And I said, well, you know, George